Hello. Today I'm going to present to you what's happening in the airline industry regarding flight cancellation, with a particular focus on Qantas' latest issue and how Qantas can overcome it to stand out among the other carriers. Today's agenda starts with the Qantas issue, then by understanding the industry, followed by understanding what consumers perceive about flight cancellations based on a survey conducted by myself, and finalizing with some recommendations for Qantas. Qantas faced the issue of being pointed out as selling tickets for flights which were never intended to fly. The airline expressed that most of the root cause for flight cancellations are factors that they cannot control. To understand the industry performance, I am relying on two external secondary sources. The first one, to understand why flights get cancelled, and the main reason is to weather conditions, representing 73%, while the percentage in control of the airlines represents 26%, and 3% to others non-specified. The second source helps to understand that the flight cancellation rate is low, with an industry average between 3 to 5%. Qantas' performance is in line or below the industry trend by reducing the rate of canceled flights, which means it is in a better position than the main competitors. Only Bonza has a big drop in their rate because they went into voluntary administration. Based on the survey I have created and conducted with more than 20 successful responders from people who have experienced a flight cancellation, let's understand how do consumers perceive a canceled flight and what can Qantas do to improve their brand perception toward this matter. First of all, who are the most affected consumers when a cancellation happens? Number 1, leisure or vacation with 59%, and number 2, visiting friends and family with 28%. These are the top two main reasons why people travel when they have experienced a flight cancellation. Second, 38% of travelers confirmed their plans were significantly affected. Leisure travelers represent the majority of these customers who confirmed their plans were significantly affected, above someone traveling for business, medical, or visiting friends and family purpose. One important insight from the survey is the time. Travelers perceive less impact in their plans if they are timely notified about the cancellation. There is 10% less travelers who perceive their plans get impacted when they receive timely notification about their traveling. Another interesting insight is that alternative arrangements rather than refunds improve traveler satisfaction. While only one third of consumers were happy with the solution provided by the airline when their flight gets cancelled, the majority of happy consumers were the ones who received an alternative arrangement, while the majority of consumers who have received a refund are not satisfied. Now with these three powerful insights, let's understand how does flight cancellations impact the brand. Definitely, a flight cancellation is not pleasant, but it highly affects the brand perception up to 70%, since this percentage of travelers confirm their perception of the brand changed after the experience. While 67% of travelers become detractors of the brand after the flight cancellation, the main affected consumers are millennial women. However, it is an industry issue. All airlines get brand detractors after a cancellation. Even though Qantas is not highlighted here, it is important to understand what the main competitors are doing. While most of them do not satisfy the travelers with their arrangement, 5 of them do it: Aeromexico, United Airlines, Iberia, Jetstar, Copa Airlines, and KLM. However, if they are satisfied, 50% of the travelers still confirm they became detractors in the future purchase intention with the brand, while the other half become passive. And there is not necessarily a correlation between whether they were satisfied or not, between becoming detractors or not. This is also important to understand when airlines have a competitive advantage. Let's say a specific route, less competitive offers as Virgin Australia. If travelers express having a flight cancellation is not the most pleasant experience, what do they do with it? They share it. Most of millennial travelers share their experience. An important highlight is that men always do it, while women do it 85% of the time. And also, each one has a preferred channel to do it. While word of mouth is by far the leading channel for sharing the experience with 81%, women canalize this exclusively in this channel, while men do it in more than 3 channels, prioritizing as well word of mouth. To summarize the insights in 5 key points: 1. Weather is the driver of flight cancellation. 2. Timely notification reduces the perception of travel plans impact. 3. Arrangement linked to travel objective improves satisfaction rather than a refund. 4. Definitely, cancelled flights impact brand perception and is linked to brand purchase intention. Fifth, millennials are the consumers who most share their experience through word of mouth. Finally, how can Qantas overcome this industry issue to address their experience to recover travelers' trust from their controversial issue? 1. Create awareness among consumers about weather conditions in the most affected routes, which will create different expectations in consumers about external factors due to historical trends in the route that could help the airline to manage expectations. 2. Anticipate as much as possible the notification of flight cancellation to improve brand perception and share a reason why is it happening. 3. Since refunds do not necessarily improve the brand's perception, give solution to the customers related to the trip purposes. If it is a vacation, offer an extra night hotel at the destination to recover the time lost. Or if it is a medical travel, offer local service while waiting for the next flight. 4. Create a post-experience plan that will help to improve purchase intention with affected travelers so they can continue considering flying with the brand in the future. 5. Millennials are the main target here. Developing a strategy to engage a post-experience service is key. Despite the experience is not pleasant, the solution could be that good that the shared experience that will be shared through word of mouth will be positive for the brand. These are the recommendations that Qantas could follow to improve their brand perception with this industry issue. Thank you.